play? A Halloween party tonight? I can't. I'm working. Besides, I wouldn't have anything to wear.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
The first costume is the wall from Stranger Things. What you're going to want to do is get a flannel and write out the alphabet really big. I wrote mine in Sharpie, but you can use fabric marker. Make sure that you put a piece of cardboard in between the two sides of the shirt so that way the color doesn't bleed through to the other side.
Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
To really finish the outfit, I got some LED battery powered lights and wore them as a necklace, and I paired that with some boots and black pants. The next costume is Dustin from Stranger Things. So what you're going to want to do is get a blue hat. This one's from the dollar store, and you're going to trace the bill of the hat with red felt and cut that out and paste it on. Now you're going to make a U shape and trace it onto the felt from the hat, and this is going to make it look more like a trucker hat that he has.
I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song.
I got this green graphic 80s tee from the thrift store, and I'm wearing some gray tube socks with some Converse. For 11, the first thing you'll need obviously is Eggos. And after that, you're gonna get regular tube socks, and what I did was I sectioned them into 3, painting 1 stripe yellow and 2 stripes green. And I got white Keds, and I paired that with pink baby doll dress I got at the thrift store with a collared shirt and a navy jacket. I got the blonde wig from Spirit Halloween, and the fake blood is from the dollar store. The last Halloween costume from Stranger Things is Barb. I popped these frames out of wired sunglasses I got at the dollar store. I wore an 80s button-up, high-waisted pants, put some blood on my thumb, and of course sprayed my hair red.
Thousands, and we'll grow in number.
Next is Sandy as a cheerleader from Grease. The first thing we'll be doing is creating the R for the cheerleader sweater. I'm going to be tracing the R backwards. I originally made one facing forwards, but I didn't like how rough it looked, so I just took that and traced it backwards.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Next, I'm going to be cutting the letter out in the center of the R.
I'm walking alone the streets.
To create the collar, I made a teardrop shape, and then I cut that in half and glued it to ribbon. Then I cut it around to make sure it fit my neck correctly.
But there's no time for regrets.
And I created another R in white, just a little bit bigger, so that way there was a better background for the R to stand out more. I attached it to a sweater, and I tied the collar in a bow at the top, and I put a red ribbon in my hair. To finish off the Riverdale cheerleader outfit, I wore white Keds, white tube socks, and got these pom-poms from the dollar store. The next version of Sandy is based off of her outfit in You're the One That I Want. So we have some red heels, black leather pants, and a black bodysuit. The next DIY is going to be the cup from Santa Clarita Diet, and this is a show on Netflix.
Feel like a dynamite ready to explode.
To make her iconic drink, you're going to be taking a clear cup with a lid, add in some fake blood, some glycerin,
Flying from town to town,
a little bit of water to fill up the cup more, and then just some body parts. These are fingers and eyeballs that I purchased at the dollar store. And on top of all of that, I added in some food coloring just to make it look a little darker. I do not recommend drinking this, but I'm sure you could make a drinkable Santa Clarita Diet Shake if you wanted to, with some cranberry juice or some grape juice of some sort.
fly above the sky.
The next costume is Betty as a river vixen from Riverdale. For the Vixen's practice uniform, they used a baseball tee, and so what you're going to be doing is taking a long sleeve, oversized white t-shirt, sectioning the shoulders and arms off. I used masking tape just so that way everything was a crisp line. And then you're going to be painting that with yellow fabric paint, and make sure you paint the hem on the top so it does look like a baseball tee. Keep in mind you should have a piece of cardboard or something dividing it, and then once it's dry, repeat the same process on the back side. For the tube socks, I did the same thing that I did with 11 socks, except I used yellow instead of yellow and green. Pairing the socks with some white Keds and some navy blue and white trimmed retro running shorts. And of course, if you want to, you can add the fake blood on the palm of your hands and just wait until it dries, like I did, because it adds the twist and the darkness that Riverdale is really about. The next outfit is the sweater that Betty wore at Jughead's birthday party. I got this shirt at the thrift store, and I took some yellow felt and cut it out into the shape of a really big crown, and then I traced that with a black marker. This outfit was featured in my Riverdale lookbook for season 1, so I'll leave a link in the description box to make sure you guys check it out.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit.
Last but not least, we have Hanna Baker, and this outfit is based off of her uniform she wears when she works at the cinema. I purchased dark red fabric from a fabric store, and then I measured from shoulder to shoulder, which is about 13.5 inches. I made a mark, and then I folded the fabric over to make sure it was perfectly in half. I measured from my shoulder to where I want the top of the first button to be, and then I mapped that out on the fabric as well. Then I cut that out so that way there was a point.
You say you wanna try.
Then I cut the side of the panel that was folded all the way to the point to make sure that there was 2 perfect panels.
You wanna cry.
With a glue gun, I went around and hemmed all of the edges, starting with the left side.
Why we lose.
After everything's all hemmed, I glued a piece of the Velcro on. Then I flipped it over and glued on the 3 buttons. For the opposite panel, I did the same thing and hemmed all of the edges again. And then I hot glued on the Velcro. The last step is I folded up the corners and glued them to make sure it looked more like a vest. With this front panel, I pinned it to a white blouse, added a black bow tie, a jean jacket, some black pants, and combat boots.
My love, if you feel like I...
Thank you guys so much for watching my 10 DIY Netflix Halloween video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy Halloween!